Hello, it's Paul at Strands Recommender again, and today we're going to go over merchandising. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and log into our account. Go to Recommender Logic and Merchandising. And what I've done here is earlier today I set my event data, rating data, tags data, keyword data, all to the lowest possible setting, and property data to the highest setting. Real quickly, the reason I did this was that I don't currently have any event data because it's only on my local host. I haven't actually launched yet. And I didn't upload any rating, tag, or keyword data with my property data during the product catalog upload portion of the implementation. So in this initial stage, the only thing that's going to matter is the property data. And the event data, once we go live to production, we can sort of phase it in over time and make it more and more relevant. But here in the beginning, it will be considered pretty much irrelevant. Then we have to go and talk about the actual weighting of the properties themselves. Basically, it goes from 0 to 10. And so anytime we're dead set in the center, which is the default, we're basically telling the system on a scale of 1 to 10, we're at a 5. So there are certain things here that just don't matter too much. Let's see, quantity. That's pretty much 0. It doesn't really matter. But something like color could matter. And brand, especially if it's clothing manufacturer, brand, people are very brand conscious, what have you. And the updated, I know from looking at the catalog feed, that's a timestamp, and that's really immaterial for our merchandising needs. So I can leave that pretty low. And again, this is more art than science, so you'll have to sort of experiment with some of these property evaluations and see how the recommender sort of behaves with different settings until you basically get the recommendations that you feel are most appropriate. So I've just made a couple of changes there, and I'm going to go ahead and save this. And actually, in a previous video, we discussed the exact same concept, but this time with the behavior. If somebody clicks on an event, i.e. visits it, we think that's important, but it isn't as important as, say, a purchase event, which we put at the highest possible weighting. A clicked recommendation is basically when we're displaying a recommendation on a page that the user ultimately clicks on. And we've got all these other behaviors, and if for whatever instance, or pardon me, for whatever reason, if you don't support the behavior, just go ahead and set it down to 0 because you won't be using it. It's really not relevant. So if you don't have an add to favorite list, then go ahead and set this to 0. That's fine. So then we can go ahead and save it and update it, and that's pretty much how you start with the merchandising. And you'll spend a bit of time on this page tweaking these results until you get the recommender to behave specifically how you want it to. So we'll talk more about merchandising in another video. Thank you.